Namaste everyone, welcome to the class again. Now let us see this sixth question. The simple interest on a sum of money for 2 years at 12% per annum is rupees 1318. So here simple interest is given on some sum, that sum we don't know, that is principal we don't know, for 2 years, and it is 1380. We have to find the sum of money, that means we have to find P. We have to find the compound interest on the sum for 1 year, payable half yearly. So compound interest, it is payable half yearly, that is after each 6 months interest is paid. So fine, let us begin. Simple interest, the formula for simple interest, we can say, first let us write all the data which is given. So here n is given 2, simple interest is given 1380, and rate is given 12%. This is 1380, so it is 1380. Okay. Principal we don't know. So first of all we apply the formula for simple interest. Simple interest is equals to PRT or PRN. Here n we have written, so PRN, or let us write this as T. This is T, time T, PRT upon 100. So therefore in place of simple interest it is 1318 is equals to P into R is 12 into time is 2 year divided by 100. So this will give me the value of P is equals to 1380. Now you can see this 100 here it is divided, so I transpose, it will be in multiplication, divided by, here in denominator we have 12 into 2. So principal is 1380 into 100 divided by 12 into 2. Now with 12 I can cancel this 1380. Let us 3 plus 1 4 and 8 plus 4 12. So definitely it is divisible by 3. So let us first divide it with 6. 6 is easy, 6 to the 12. Why I am dividing by 6? Because they are divisible by 3 and 0 indicates that they are divisible by 2 also. So by 6 I can easily divide. So 6 to the 12, 1 carry, 6 3 the 18. So this is 230 upon 2. Now 230 again I can cancel, it is 115. So 115 into 100 divided by 2. So 115 into 100 is easy. So I'm not multiplying this term with 100, or I am not dividing this 100 by 2. Let us divide this this multiply first, that is 11500 and divide by 2. Okay. So now I will divide. So 2 5s are 10, 1 carry, so 15, 2 7s are 14, again 1 carry, 2 5s are 10. So 5750 is principal. So we got the value of P. So principal we got the sum of money. Therefore you can say, therefore the sum of money is rupees 5750. Okay. The next question is the compound interest on this sum for 1 year, payable half yearly at the same rate. Okay. So interest rate for half year. Okay. Interest rate for half year, for 1/2 year. Okay. Is equals to, now here the rate is 12%. So for half year it is 12 upon 2, that is 6%. Okay. So therefore I will say interest for first half year, for first you can say half year or 1/2 year. So for first half year is equals to, now the principal is 5750, interest is 6 for half year, into 1 divided by 100. So this will come out to be Now I will multiply by 6, so it is 0, 6 5 are 30, 3 carry, 6 7 are 42 plus 3 45, 4 carry, 6 5 are 30, 30 plus 4 34, divide by 100. Is it correct? Now let us see again. 6 is 0 we have written, 6 5 are 30, 3 carry, 6 7 are 42 plus 3 45. Okay, 45 4 carry, 6 5 are 30 34, right. Now we can cancel these two zeros, and this is rupees 345. So rupees 345 is interest for first half year. Therefore I will say amount at the end of first half year is equals to, now the principal is 5750, so it is 5750 plus 345. So 0 I will write here. No, not 0, actually 5. 0 plus 5 is 5, plus 5 plus 4 9, 7 plus 3 10, and 5 and 6. So 6095. This is rupees 6095. This is amount at the end of first half year. Okay, so amount at the end of first half year we got. Next what we have to find? Okay, for 1 year we have to find the compound interest on the sum for 1 year. Okay, payable half yearly. So this is principal for second half year. This is principal for second half year is 6095. Okay, so therefore interest for second half year is 6095 multiplied by 6 upon 100. So 6 5s are 30, 3 6 9s are 54, 54 plus 3 57, 5. So 6 into 0 0 plus 5 5, and 6 5s are 30. Divide by 100. So this is 305.7. Now this is interest for second half year. So total interest for 1 year is, therefore I will say, therefore total interest for 1 year. Now total interest for 1 year. So I add this 345. Acha, there is some mistake I think. For first half year I am getting 345, and for second half year we are getting less. 6 6 are 36. 6 6 are 36. So here it is 36. Okay. So this is 365. Okay. So for 1 year it is 345. This is 345 plus 345 plus 365.7. So their total will be 0.7. I will write here. Then 5 plus 5 10. 6 plus 4 10, 1 11, 1 33617. So it is rupees 710.7. So total interest for 1 year is 710.7. This is total interest after 1 year. The compound interest on this sum for 1 year, payable half yearly at the same rate. So total interest or total compound interest, you can say total compound interest. Okay, when we count interest on interest, it is compound interest. Okay, so now let us see the 7th question. So here is the 7th question. A person invests rupees 1000 for 2 years. So principal is given at a certain rate of interest. R is unknown, compounded annually. At the end of 1 year, this sum amount to rupees 11,200. Calculate the rate of interest per annum and the amount at the end of second year. Okay, so in solution I will say that principal is given 1000 rupees, then amount at the end of 1 year, that is A1, I will say it is 11,200. okay, so principal is 10,000, principal is 10,000. okay, so amount after 1 year is given, simple interest after 1 year we don't know. So let us first apply the formula for simple interest. So this is simple interest for first year, SI1 I will say. This is equals to 10,000 multiplied by but before we apply this formula, we can say that this amount A1 is equals to P plus simple interest 1, simple interest for 1 year. So therefore simple interest for 1 year will become amount after 1 year minus principal, that is 11,200 minus 10,000, it will give 1,200. 1,200 is simple interest after 1 year. Now I will use the formula simple interest SI1 is equals to P, that is 10,000, into R, which is unknown, into for 1 year we are calculating, so time is 1, divided by 100. Now the value of SI we know 1,200. So first two zeros I can cancel here, and here I will write it is 1,200 is equals to 100 multiplied by R. So that will give me R is equals to 1,200 divided by 100. So two zeros we cancel, and 12% is the rate of interest. So the rate of interest per annum and the amount at the end of second year. So here I will say that therefore rate of interest is 12% per annum. Now simple interest for second year. For second year, principal will be amount at the end of first year, which is 11,200 multiplied by rate, now we know 12%, divided by 100. This is simple interest for the second year. So here these two zeros we cancel. Now 12 to the 24, 2, 12 1 the 12, 12 plus 2, 14, 1 carry, 12 1 the 12 plus 1, 13. So 1344. This is simple interest for second year. Simple interest for second year is rupees 1,344. Okay, so therefore amount at the end of amount at the end of 2 years will be equal to 11,200 plus 1,344. 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 1 is 2 and 1. So it is 12,544. This is amount at the end of 2 years. So finally I say the amount at the end of 2 years is, therefore I will say amount at the end of 2 years is rupees 12,544. Now here is the 8th problem. A man invests rupees 5,000 for 3 years at a certain rate of interest, compounded annually. At the end of first year, it amount to rupees 5,600. We have to calculate the rate of interest per annum. So here, as you done in the previous problem, in the same way you can solve here. So let us calculate this with the help of calculator. You have to solve yourself. As the amount after 1 year is given 5600, so 5600, what we will do, we will say that 5600 minus 5000, this will be interest for 1 year. Now simple interest is P into R. Okay, so rate of interest we wanted to find. So this 600 we multiply by first 100, then divide it by P, which is 5000. So it gives me rate of interest 12%. So rate of interest per annum, we got it. It is rate of interest per annum, it is R is equals to 12%. Second, the interest accrued in the second year. So for second year, what we do for second year, now this 5600 will become principal. So we will say that 5600 multiplied by 12 divided by 100. So 672, this is the interest accrued for the second year, and amount at the end of third year. So to get amount at the end of third year, we have to first find interest for third year, and for that my principal will become the amount at the end of 2 years. So amount at the end of 2 years, this 672, I will add it to 5600. So this gives us 6272 multiplied by 12. 6272 multiplied by 12 divided by 100 is interest for third year. This interest I will add, to the principal at the end of 2 year, that is 5600 plus 672, right? Means 7000 amount at the end of 3 year, what you will get? 7024.64. 7024.64. This is the amount at the end of third year. Now the ninth problem is find the amount and compound interest on rupees 2000 at 10% per annum for 2.5 years. We have to find amount as well as compound interest. So let us first see what is given. Principal is given. So in solution we will say that P is given 2000, R is given 10%, and total time is 2.5 years. As we have to find compound interest, so year by year we proceed. So here first I will say interest for first year. Interest for first year or 1 year, interest for first year, it is rupees 2000 multiplied by 10 divided by 100. So this will give me 200. This is interest for first year. So therefore amount at the end of 1 year is 2000 plus 200, that is 2200. This is principal for second year. So principal for second year is rupees 2200. Now interest for second year, so I will say interest for second year is equals to 2200 multiplied by rate is 10 divided by 100. So I will get rupees 220. So therefore amount for or amount at the end of 2 year, amount at the end of 2 year is rupees 220 plus 2200, that gives us 2420. Now this is the principal at the beginning of third year. So therefore principal at the beginning of third year. At the end of 2 year means at the beginning of third year is rupees 2420. Now we have to find after 2.5 years. That means after 2 years only 6 months, that is half year we have to count. So therefore I will say interest for next half year or next 6 months. So interest for next 6 months, it is 2420. This is principal. Rate of interest is 10 and for 6 months number of year is half. Divide by 100. So this 0 and this 0 I will cancel, and here I will get 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So therefore I will say that amount at the end of 2.5 year is equals to 2420 plus 121. It is equals to rupees 2541, right? 1 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5 and 2, 2541. This is amount at the end of 2.5 year. And compound interest for 2.5 year. Compound interest for 2.5 year is this total amount, that is 2541 minus initial principal was 2000. So this gives us 541. So compound interest for 2.5 year is rupees, we will say that this is rupees 541. The 10th problem is find the amount and compound interest on rupees 50,000 for 1.5 year at 8% per annum, the interest being compounded semi-annually. So here interest is compounded semi-annually. So for 6 months, for half year, the rate of interest will be 4%. So now here we are going to find interest for each 6 months, and by that we will find total amount at the end of 1.5 year. So find the amount and compound interest. So here you can solve. I will do this on calculator. So for the beginning means for the first half year. So here I will say that simple interest 1. This is for the first half year. It will be 50,000 multiplied by 4, because for first half year or for 6 months the interest will be 4%, that divided by 100. So 2000 will be the simple interest. So my A1 means amount after first period, it will become 50,000 plus 2000, that is 52,000. Now simple interest for the second half year. Second half year, simple interest for the second half year, it will be, now you have got 2000, you add to this 50,000, this is 52,000, that multiplied by 4 divided by 100, that will give you 2080, and this 2080 we will add to 52,000. So this will become 54,080 rupees. Now this amount will become principal for third year. So I will calculate interest, or simple interest we will say that for the third period it will be 54,080. So here this 2080 I will add to 52,000, and this is 54,080 multiplied by 4 divided by 100, that gives me 2163. Acha, for 1.5 year, it is 2163.2. Is it correct? 2163.2. This is simple interest. So amount, third amount means final amount will be this. I will add to 54,080. So this will add it to 54,080 and total amount is 56,243.2. 243.2. This is amount. And compound interest, if I want to find compound interest, will be A3 minus P. So this is 56,243.2 minus initial amount is 50,000. So this gives me 6,243.2. This is my compound interest, rupees 6,243.2. So we will start our lecture here. We will stop our lecture here. In next class we will see the remaining problems. Thank you for being with me.